Hey friends, Tasha with Stardust Gold Crochet. Today we're going to learn how to do a crochet envelope border. I hope you enjoy this tutorial and let's get started.
A popular blanket border to use to hide tails in your work is called the envelope border. This border is often created by using a slip stitch first along the edges of your blanket and then using a double crochet, or in this case I used a linked double crochet stitch. The reason why envelope borders are popular for Mosaic crochet and other projects that have lots of crochet tails that you just don't want to weave in is because once you create the border on both sides, it encapsulates the tails and it hides them inside so that you have a nice finished edge and it looks really nice. So I've worked up two little samples here. One is of a double crochet, just simple double crochet back and forth. And to show you how the edges look, I didn't do any fancy stack doubles or anything, just regular double crochets with chains on the ends back and forth, so you can see how it causes a little bit of a ripple. It also makes it a little difficult to find out where to put your stitches when you're doing the border, because technically you want to do 2 stitches per double crochet, or even 3 in some cases. You can put it through here, the side here, through here, but then it obviously leaves a big gap through there. So what I did was created a simple running surface stitch that goes along the edge, and that's where you'll end up putting your border into, the back loop only of the surface stitch. So if you don't know how to create a surface stitch, let me show you how. It's very simple. You start off with a slip knot on your chain just like normal. Then you remove your hook from the slip knot. Put your hook into the space where you want to create your slip stitch or your surface stitch. They're pretty much the same. You're basically slip stitching through. Pull it through very lightly and then insert it into the next. You want to make sure that this loop is always very loose, and hold on to it if you need to create that first one. You're putting your hook through the front, grabbing the yarn and slip stitching it through very loosely. The reason you want to do these very loose is because slip stitches and surface stitches can often end up pulling your work tight. So you want to kind of loosen them up as best you can. And what I'm doing is just going through each of the holes around the double crochets. You can go through the centers of the double crochet if you want to try to do that. And when you reach the corner, you're just going to keep working all around, and I'm going to start migrating up to the top of these stitches that are on the top of my blanket, going through both stitches. You could go underneath them if you wanted to, right here, to make an even more secure border, and it might even it up just a little bit with the amount that you took off of this end by going in a little bit down below the double crochets. This method is really great for fixing crooked edges on blankets. It's a little more time consuming, but it's really beneficial. So after you finish working around your entire blanket, the way that you create your border, I'm going to grab this yarn and just kind of work from the center. So you're going to start by putting your hook through the back loop only, attaching your yarn, pulling through, and then creating whatever kind of stitch you want. So I'm chaining one first. I'm just going to do a single crochet stitch just so it can show you how it hides. If you have trouble going through the slip stitches, use your hook to hook it back like that. They call it a hook for a reason. Sometimes it's easier to just hook it instead of trying to fumble and go through. Don't worry about it being loose or feeling loose. That's actually better than it being too tight. So when you reach your corner stitch here, there's kind of 2 stitches there. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one to work into. Actually, yeah, I'm going to choose this one to work into because it seems like it's the most corner stitch. So I'm going to do a single crochet, a chain 2, and a single crochet into that same stitch. And then I'm going to continue working single crochets along the edge. This yarn is somewhat splitty. So there you can see we created a border that has a little bit more of a finished look to it. And you can imagine this on a bigger blanket, how nice and even it will look once it's blocked, and it creates a very nice, almost straight edge to your blanket. Mind you, my double crochets have little holes in them. But if you want to omit these little holes that you're seeing right here, try working through the center of the double crochets or the chain stitches that are along the edges. So instead of going into the gaps, you can go straight through 2 loops of the double crochet. If you think that'll look better, you can do that. I don't really mind these little gaps because when you block it, it'll reduce and it kind of matches the gaps throughout. So that's one version. So I worked a small little swatch of granny stitch pattern, and it shows a lot of tails hanging off the end. So you can use an envelope border for granny stitch patterns like this, or any stitch pattern that has a bunch of tails hanging off of it that you really just don't want to weave in and you'd rather do a border to hide them. Let me show you how to do that. I'm going to use the purple yarn because it's more highly contrasting. We're going to start off with a slip knot on our hook, and we're going to do a surface stitch around the entire border. Now I'm going to start off in a simpler stitch. So I'm going to go here to the very first stitch that we started with on the bottom, attach the yarn, put your slip knot back on your hook and pull through. And then we're just going to start doing a surface stitch all along the top, and I'm going to go through both loops just like we're working a regular stitch. And I'm working kind of loose and slow and very calculated because I don't want my slip stitches to be too tight. So at the end of each stitch, I'm kind of pulling up and bringing my loop to the level of my stitch, the end of my stitch. So I'm kind of pulling it forward just a little bit, turning my hook and pulling through. That leaves it very loose so that it gives me room to work into the stitch for the border. So now we're coming to the end, and we're just going to keep going around. I'm going to work into this corner. I'm going to put my hook through the spaces. And just kind of put them wherever I feel I want to. Sometimes the tails get a little cumbersome, but you just have to push them off to the side. Now we're back to the bottom, and I'm going to try to go through each of the stitches, the top 2 loops. And when you reach the beginning, I go through the very first surface stitch that I created and do one last surface stitch. And then you can just cut your yarn and tie it off. And then of course you're going to weave that in. So now you can see that we have a surface stitch going all the way around the blanket with all of our tails hanging off the edges. Now what we're going to do next is create a border using the back loop only of the surface stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and use the white to show contrast. So I'm grabbing my white, and I'm going to go straight into the corner, or what I feel is the most corner stitch. And I think I'm going to use this one right here just because, actually, yes, I think I'm going to use this one right here because it's a little closer to the corner and it's a little bigger, and I think it'll handle 3 stitches into it. So I'm just going to attach my yarn, chain 1, and I'm going to work a half double crochet border. So I'm going to work 1 half double crochet, a chain 2, and 1 half double crochet into that corner stitch. Then I'm going to work around doing half double crochets in each of those back loop only of each of the stitches. So for an envelope border, double crochet is the most common, but you can use single crochets, you can use half double crochets, you can use anything you want. And also for the corners, if you want it to be a more solid corner to hide the tails, you can just do 3 half double crochets into that corner, which I think looks a lot better when you're doing an envelope border, actually. So you just do 3, and we're going to work into the back loop only of each stitch around, and then I'll meet you guys when I'm finished. Now I've worked my way all the way around the entire blanket, and I'm working up to my very last surface stitch, and that's my last one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one, count 1, 2, and 3 for my half double crochets, and then join into the top of that. So there you can see that we've created a border. It needs blocking, of course, but it looks really beautiful. And that's just the one side. Once you're finished with this side, you're going to flip it back over, grab your yarn, create a slip knot, and begin working a surface stitch around the back side. And this one could be a little bit more tricky, but I'm going to go ahead and work underneath. If you pull back, you can see where you did your slip stitches through there. So I'm going to go through there and just kind of go straight underneath each one of my slip stitches that I did before to keep it even and to keep the stitch count the same. So you can see where they are. There's one there. I'm going to go straight underneath it. I want to go underneath it, not on top of it. And you can make sure that your stitch counts are the same after your first row here, going back and just making sure that your stitch counts are the same. Yeah, so I'm going to do my corner stitch right there when I come back around. So that's, I'm on the right track. Okay, so I just went around the back side with all the tails. I'm going to pull my yarn through and kind of just leave it there and do what I did before. And then I'm going to go through and kind of make sure that all my tails are on the top side. They get a little bit confusing with all the tails. It can be, see, like I think I actually crocheted that one into the slip stitch. Now, after you do that, we're going to finish off and do another half double crochet border. So you can attach your yarn into any of the back loop onlys of any of the slip stitches that you just created. So I'm going to go through the back loop only of that very first stitch. I don't want to start off on a corner this time around. So I'm going to chain 1 and do a half double crochet. And then I'm going to work half double crochet into each back loop only, going around the entire blanket again. This method is very time consuming, but the end product is beautiful. And a tip, you can bend back your work so you can see that you're just focusing on your slip stitches that you just created. Okay, this is what it looks like after you complete both sides. I just cut my yarn and tied off regular, didn't do a fancy one that time. So it kind of looks like this on both sides, and the center has this big split down the middle. So what some people do is go through and actually tie their tails together in a knot. You can take 2 of them together, and you can do a little fisherman's knot where you're just rounding over twice and pulling it, or you don't have to tie your tails at all because they're going to be hidden inside the envelope. So after you do that, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these kind of short. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close these two together. Here you have your 3 corner stitches on the back side and your 3 corner stitches on the front side. So you can go in anywhere you want, but I'm going to try going through the very middle stitch of those 3 corner stitches. I'm going to attach my yarn, and then I'm going to do a slip through, and I'm going to actually work a half double crochet stitch around, but you can do a single crochet or any stitch you want. And then you're just going to match up the stitches along the top and go through both sides at once. So this is what it looks like so far, and that's the envelope border, and it's going to enclose everything. When you get to the corners, you don't have to do 3 stitches in the corner if you don't want to. You can just keep working around. It kind of rounds out the corner just a little bit, or you can do 3 stitches. It's completely up to you. So you can see I'm just tucking the tails into the border as I'm working it around. Now if you come to the edge and you find yourself having too many stitches, don't worry about that. Just simply skip over 1 stitch and go into the next one to make it even with the other one. You won't see those skip stitches, they'll just kind of blend right in. Okay, so here is our envelope border, and this is what it looks like. It really is beautiful. You can't see the tails on either side, and it creates a nice corner, a very nice finish to your blanket, and have them all inside. Isn't it pretty? And it creates a very straight edge. It looks super messy while you're doing it. I know that. It's very messy, but it does create such a nice finished look. And even without blocking, my blanket looks like a rock star. So it goes
You
from
can check out more of my crochet tutorials and pattern tutorials here. Happy crocheting!
I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Thank you guys.